I was in an abusive relationship for 14 years. It didn't start off abusive. It started off loving, caring. Towards the end of the relationship, it got to where I was begging God to take me from this world. I didn't see my purpose in being here. I was a punching bag. There was no purpose behind it. There was no meaning behind it. I would lay in bed and cry out to God, just take me. Until it came down to the night where he tried to kill me. And that was probably the worst night of my life. But it was also the best night of my life. It was the worst night of my life because his dinner wasn't ready. He picked up a dirty knife and went to stab me in the heart. I threw my arm up and blocked, and he stuck a blade 6 inches into my chest wall. I was in the hospital for 101 days. It wasn't until a nurse observing the situation, how he never left the hospital, how he was always there, how he always had something to say. He was always this really nice guy when the nurses were in the room, but when she walked by, she could see the hate and anger in him. She was the one that called attention and got him out of the room one day. And she came in and asked me, is he hitting you? What happened? I was finally able to tell my story and what happened. And he was arrested, got charged with attempted murder, pled it down to simple assault, domestic violence. $250 fine, 6 months probation. I did more time in the hospital than he did in jail. If it wasn't for Harmony House or for the shelters that I've been through, I wouldn't be here. He would have found me and he would have killed me. It gives us a shelter, it gives us a safe haven, it gives us a ground, and it gives us roots to where we can focus solely on ourselves. It was an advocate at the shelter that I was in who asked me one day, she said, what is it you really want to do with your life? And I said, I don't know, I want to travel. And I had already been moved from shelter to shelter to shelter, and it was just like, okay, now things are starting to make sense. I've got to be on the move because of this man. I want to drive a truck. Truck drivers are never in the same place at one time. So I tried it out, and I liked it, and then I loved it. And then I got good at it. And so now I take women that come through Prime and maybe they've been in a situation or maybe they've got things going on, and I train them and I give them everything in me to make them as good as me, make them better than me. I have 9 women that are building careers because of what I gave them and because I invested myself into them, and I love it. If it was not for domestic violence shelters, the rate of domestic violence would be 10 times what it is right now. There would be more deaths, there would be more violent attacks, and there would be no way out of it because there's nowhere to go. This is what domestic violence victims need in their life. This moment, this place, this space to be able to stop and breathe. And to have something like this was life-changing to me. Harmony House has funds and things that are allocated to go into different directions if a woman is in dire straits. That's not available to us through any other organization. And there's nobody else that's listening or fighting like a domestic violence shelter because they've seen it. They've seen the women with black eyes, bloody nose, broke arms, broken ribs. They've seen it in life. Like, it's not just something cute on TV. Oh, he hit. This is where it happens, and this is where the change happens. Hope means that my story can now inspire other people. Hope is the fact that I'm learning how to get my story out there, and I can take everything that I've been through, and if I can change one woman's life from what I've been through, that's hope. Because I've just inspired her. I've just changed her direction in life. I've just like someone changed mine. It's having belief in yourself and in life and everything else that it's okay. And life is going to be really, really good. It already is.